Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous down here, boys. I don't want to do a Chris Judd. So we've got CJ here. Massive game, mate, for Hawthorn and Geelong. The Dare to Hope. It's now in its second or third year?
Yeah, second, third year. It's such a beautiful, the two teams coming together and just supporting, what's been happening in terms of this cancer and stuff like that and how bad it is. But it's just so nice to see so many people come together and just try to build a big cause and a nice, and I think it's really, really pleasing to see it.
You've been flying all over the world. Qatar, where else did you go?
Yeah, no, it was Qatar. I had a nice trip there. Just a bit of injury prevention stuff there. That was just to get my body right and learn a lot of things about my body. And I think the big picture is just to do some stuff to help it, get better and strengthen it, throughout my whole career. And I've learned so much, from guys around the world coming together and a really nice physio there, Will, that came up with me. Bart came up with me as well. And just to learn so much about my body and get better was just, unbelievable.
And just for our listeners, Bart is the physio. He's the guy that keeps all the energy around the club. He's got the #1 table and he's the biggest gossip in the AFL. So we'll throw it upstairs, mate. They've got a few questions for you.
Yeah, sure.
And CJ, just on your hamstring injury that you're going through at the moment with that intervention that you got, how are you tracking? When are we expecting to see you back out there? Because we're really missing your run and dash off half-back, like I'm sure your teammates are as well.
Yeah, I'm very excited. We've had a really nice progress over the last 3 to 4 weeks. And I'm looking around 2 weeks from now. And I'm very excited to get back. Hope to see the boys go well today, but I really can't wait to, play with the boys. And obviously Guinea just walked past here and I'm looking excited to, kicking some goals to him and sharing some goals and stuff like that. But, mate, we're just going to start, building a lot of confidence at the moment. It's obviously, footy is such a, high mental game. It's like 80% is old mental, and I think we'll just get a lot of growth and a lot of learning from games you play now, and I'm looking forward to actually gelling together over the next couple of weeks.
You're listening to Changkuoth Jiath on Triple M. CJ, good enough to join us downstairs with Isaac Smith. Love the way that you play and attack the footy and just take the game on. Tell me, Sam Mitchell, when you come back, has just said you do what you do well, and he's not going to try and drag you back into boring like everyone else.
It's always nice to have different, game styles and stuff like that. So we're just learning how to play in different ways. But, I'm looking forward to getting back and using my run a lot. And there's no doubt that he's got faith in me to, use my strength and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to getting back. Wing's such a nice spot for me to go forward and get back as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
How have you dealt psychologically with what's happened to you body-wise in the past 2 years? Tracking really, really nicely as part of a young team attempting to find its way back up the ladder. Only the 8 games last year for other injury-related problems, a calf and an Achilles and now the hamstring. How are you dealing with all of that?
Oh, man, it's been frustrating. It's because it's always just like a little dangling carrot on your head. You play some nice games and then something will happen. It's just... But that's the beauty of footy. You just learn so much about who you are and how to deal with things. And I'm slowly, it's like, as you said, I'm 45 games into it now, but, I feel like I've learned so much over the last couple of years about how I can handle my body. And I'm looking forward to getting back and, it's going to be really good for us. And, but there's so much stuff happening around the world that I'm just really grateful and just being healthy and having a healthy mind, and that's pretty much the main part. There's a lot of different stuff going on in the world, but I'm just happy to just be healthy and just with my family and friends.
It's a great perspective, isn't it, when you think about footy problems compared to what's happening in the world. They tell me you were an outstanding 400-metre runner as a kid growing up, CJ. Can you give us some context? What was your PB over 400?
Oh, man, I can't tell the exact time, but it was sub 50.
Just sub 50, if you don't mind. Kathy Freeman won, I think, the Olympic Games
52.
Potentially. So there's some context for you.
I love athletics. It's just been always part of my life. Running, playing sports, and I'm very gifted and very lucky to have these attributes.
CJ, Mitch came out through the week and basically said, Sam Mitchell, that he got the game plan wrong last week. He cooked it. He told him to kick the ball backwards about more times than we've ever seen in the league so far this year and over the last few seasons. Did you have a quiet word with him and say, look, mate, we've got runners here. Even though I'm not out there, let's use them and let's run and gun and go.
As I said before, it's nice to have different weapons and different, game styles and stuff like that. But we just, we continue to explore different ways to win. And obviously, the switching and stuff like that wasn't ideal. As a fast running half back, it gets very agitating watching that. But no, we'll get it right. I mean, we're still exploring, and I'm looking forward to just continue learning under Sam Mitchell different ways. So I'm very happy to be here.
And CJ, what have you made of your old mate Isaac Smith's meteoric rise in the media? He's taken it by storm, hasn't he? Is he going all right?
He's killing it.
Mate, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you can hear this over the airwaves, but they are shouting my name. I haven't heard CJ's once.
The humility is right at the top of the tree. Changkuoth Jiath, we love watching you play. Can't wait to see you back out there in a handful of weeks. Thanks for joining us on Triple M.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks.
Isaac Smith has the microphone. He said he can get access to any player from either side. That's the status that he's got. And the one that he wanted to get is Mark Blicavs, and he joins Isaac at ground level. Over to you, Izzy.
Yeah, we're at Isaac Smith Triple MCG here. So, no, we've got Mark Blicavs, one of the best blokes in AFL footy. Mate, massive game. Always the biggest one for the Geelong Cats each year other than finals. Talk us through it a little bit.
Mate, we love it here. As you know, playing on both sides. It's just great. It's always a good time of year. Easter, everyone's really excited. They've obviously celebrated the Easter and then they come in for a big game. So, another huge one.
What people don't know about you is every game you save this beautiful wine for a win. What wine did you bring today?
A little Cabernet Bleasdale. So we'll see how that goes after the hopefully a win. We'll see how we go.
Where's that from?
That is from South Australia.
Yeah, right. I'll throw you upstairs to the boys.
We've got to go to the wine question and jump straight in on there. Blitz, where the passion for wine, if you had one bottle for the last meal of your life, where are you going?
We've got some beautiful wines in Geelong. By Far Winery. Nick Farr is the winemaker there from Bannockburn. So get a hold of one of his reserve Pinots.
Sounds like Blitz has got a little contra arrangement going on there. Well played.
Pay per mention on that one. Blitz, we've heard obviously it's Tomahawk's big 350th. We've heard a lot about him this week, as we should, because he's a true champion of the game. But have you got anything a little bit off centre for us? We've heard what a good bloke he is, and we've heard all about that. Is there anything that you can do to throw him under the bus a little bit before his 350th?
Oh, I've got plenty, mate, but nothing to go into the public. But
it's Triple M, it's all good.
Oh no, it's really exciting. As a player, I've been very fortunate enough to play in some huge milestone games, as Izzy would have done too. So, none bigger than what Hawk's about to do. So we're really excited. It's pretty fitting that he's had such a good rivalry with the Hawks too to have it here. So, very excited.
Hey, Mark, a lot of debate after the 2022 Grand Final as to who really was the Norm Smith medalist, and Paddy Dangerfield has launched this retrospective campaign to have a reflection upon it. In your eyes, given you're out there on the ground for the game, was it the bloke next to you or was it Paddy?
We love Pat, but Izzy had that wrapped up at halftime.
Nice, Blitz.
The game was over at halftime, boys. I keep telling you this.
Hey, Blitz, we love that you can go and play fullback today and be an All-Australian. You can play ruck rover on one of the best midfielders, or you can take the centre bounce. If you had your way and you could play a full season, is there a role you prefer?
I'm probably really enjoying what I've been doing the last couple of seasons, and that's been around the ball, helping out in the ruck and being around as a midfielder. So let's keep that going today.
And starting to really put it together, obviously, this season. Last season, a little bit of an anomaly, in my opinion, from the talent that you guys have on your list. And we're seeing it this year, obviously, this afternoon against the Hawks. Some really big games coming up as well. And what do you think's the difference, sort of, obviously, between this year and last, with that clicking and really starting to look like that team of 2022 again?
Yeah, it's pretty early on in the season, but we're just really excited with what we've done so far around the ball. And some of the young boys, you see Jai Clark warming up here in the forward pocket. He's been amazing, while we've had a few midfielders out injured this year. So, we've all tried to just have a good pre-season, stay injury-free, stay healthy and try and perform well. And, last week was a great game against Adelaide. Stewie led from the front and, hopefully we have a good team performance again.
I thought he was going to say get rid of some dead wood, but...
No.
Hey, Mark, it's a fascinating case study what the Geelong Footy Club has done, how it's constantly tried to win a premiership every single year while other teams around them try and rebuild over 5, 6, 7 years. What have you appreciated most out of that aspect of it since you started?
Yeah, it's something I'm definitely appreciating more and more as I get older in my career. Early days, you sort of take it for granted, but to be able to have the belief to compete every year, it motivates you. It helps you stay in the game, try and improve. And I just turned 33 and I'm as motivated as ever to try and play well and help the team perform. And it's good management, it's good coaching, and it's some great players in Hawk and Joel. And Isaac here, so what they've done previous for the club. So, yeah, it's great.
The Paris Olympics not far away. Blitz, there was a time in your life where maybe you would have been heading in that direction as an elite steeplechase runner, from what we understand. Do you think there's more athletes out there that haven't maybe played footy that could follow your path? Do you think there's a bit of a gold mine to be found?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, obviously come through the Category B, I'm a big advocate for it, and I'm probably one that proves you don't need to be able to kick the footy that well to have an influence on the game. So
He's a better kick on his opposite, boys.
I'll put some on my left today.
And just got to get a word on Isaac Smith sitting next to you. How have you found his entry into the media space? He's creating a bit of a storm, your old mate.
He was born for it. I haven't heard too much of him, but I assume it was all me with a bit of golf thrown in.
That is the perfect summation. Mark Blicavs, thanks for joining us on Triple M. Good luck this afternoon.
Cheers, guys. Thanks very much.